Should I be looking at you or this?
You can look wherever. We kind of go both ways.
Okay, sorry.
So, yeah.
Should I start that whole thing
No.
over? Are we good? Okay.
Just start from second, shoot the wedding.
Okay.
And then, yeah. Welcome to another episode of Success in the Mess, the one show where we find success in everyday life. Hi, this is Erika with the Poindexter Real Estate Group, and today on another episode of Success in the Mess, I'm here with Stephanie Dandini in her brand new studio. She is a local family and wedding photographer right here in Roseville. She's done all my branding shots, so if you look through some of my social media, you'll see some of her work. Tell me a little bit about you and why you decided to start working in photography.
So, funny story. I actually never set out to do photography, but I was
Isn't that how it always works, though?
Yes, exactly. But I'm super grateful. But I was spending so much money going to other photographers, and so my husband ended up just buying me a camera and saying, "You figure it out." And so I did, and it just kind of snowballed. People started asking me to do their photos, and then an amazing local wedding photographer reached out to me and asked me if I would second shoot for her weddings. And so I thought that was a fantastic opportunity for me to learn. So I did that with her for a while, and it just snowballed from there.
What are some of your tips and tricks to do it all?
A lot of wine. Definitely having a good support system. Luckily, my husband's work schedule works well with my work schedule, so taking care of the children, that kind of balances out. Having a great child care provider helps out, and definitely setting myself a schedule. I have to stick to my schedule or else it is a mess. It's total chaos. So that's what kind of helps me balance home life and work life.
Do you have like a funny photography story that you can share with us?
I have too many, but I don't know if they're PG enough for this. So I have 3 boys, and some of them are a little hard to get to laugh. So one time I was so lucky enough, one of my clients is a firefighter, and so he invited me down to do pictures, in their hot firehouse. And I couldn't get my son to laugh. He dressed up as this firefighter for Halloween. He had his dad's old helmet, everything. And so we're in the place, and I could not get him to laugh. And so I stood up, I put my finger through my pants, and I said, "Don't look at my weenie! Don't look at my weenie!" And I didn't realize that all the other firemen had come surrounding me, super silent, and just started busting up laughing. So in front of about, 25 men, I'm saying, "Don't look at my weenie," with my finger sticking out of my fly. So yeah, there was one thing, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get these kids to laugh. You're paying so much money for your clothes, your hair, the actual session itself. You have your spouse who probably doesn't want to be there. These kids who are reluctantly going, and you're just so stressed out trying to get everyone in line and get everything done. So I feel like it definitely helps if I can make a little fun of myself to ease the tension, get the kids to loosen up, and get some real natural interactions with everybody.
Your family photos and your wedding photos obviously are on location, but you do a lot outdoors, and you have some really great spots, and then you've opened this studio up about how long ago?
Ooh, I want to say I got the keys on May 1st of this year. Yeah, so it was quick moving.
What was like the hardest thing, and you're just so glad that you did it or changed it or whatever, and it improved your business even though it was like garbage at the time?
Well, I learned you have to be flexible for sure. That was the number one thing I had as a takeaway from there, and just being a little more creative with the sessions that I offer and the ways that I offer them. Like every other photographer did, the front porch minis, that was a big one because you could keep your distance and do things like that. So trying to learn how to be more innovative. In my line of work, it was kind of funky with all the shutdowns. First, when we had their first initial shutdown, everything just stopped. And all those sessions were canceled, obviously, because none of us knew what was going on. We didn't know how to navigate anything. So that was really scary for me financially to keep the business running, because even though I didn't have the studio at the time, I still did have a lot of overhead that a lot of people don't even think about. So that was definitely my biggest hurdle. And luckily I was able, I have a lot of clients that come to me 3-4 times a year. So really loyal clients, and I've been in business for 7 years, so we build these bonds. Luckily there were a lot of clients that still wanted to keep their sessions as long as we were outdoors, kept our distance, all of that stuff. So that definitely helped. Almost every client that I had from the beginning of COVID to where we're at now, they've all done something to kind of like show that the time of the life they're in. So they'll bring a mask, or they'll do something funny with Lysol, or things like that, just to document it. So it is kind of neat.
Thank you so much, Stephanie, for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate your time. All of her contact information will be somewhere around this video if you'd like more information about her and her photography business. If you know anybody who would like to be on another episode of Success in the Mess, my contact information is in the description below, and I would love to connect with them. Thanks so much, and hope you have a great day. Bye.